Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee.
It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on.
Bang this in your whips, that Coda Roadie with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dopest, like a penny with the hole in it.
Hello and welcome. This is Ladies' Night right here on Independent Television. My name is Ameze Obaisiagon, of course, your host on the program. Normally I have my ladies, my beautiful ladies in the building, but they're not here today. And there's a special reason why, but I'm going to tell you that later. Basically, on Ladies' Night, we get to talk about anything and everything that has to do with a woman. And of course, even the men, at times, we actually get to talk about things that will benefit them. Now, on the show today, we've got something special. I have, I don't know whether to call them special guests because I feel like they're more than special guests. Well, I have 3 beautiful queens right here in the studio who are going to be joining me on the program today for this special edition. I call it special because it's not something we usually do, but we're doing it today. Now, I've got the winners of the Miss ITV Triple Header Edition. Not all of them are here because, of course, the Fashion on the Runway winner isn't here, but I have the queens, the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous Queen, and the Miss ITV Hot Legs Queen, and of course the first runner-up, yeah, we can call her Miss Culture 2020 right here in the building. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then we can start talking. We have a lot to talk about today. I'll start with the person who's closest to me, the beautiful Miss ITV Hot Legs 2020. How are you doing? Just tell us your name and of course say hi to those watching.
Hello everyone, my name is Isa Drizel Uruhide, Miss ITV Hot Legs 2020.
Very beautiful and with a lovely voice, I must add.
Thank you.
All right, now beside her we've got...
Hi everyone, my name is Ayoban Victoria Isusa and I'm Miss Culture 2020.
Okay, she actually finished in 2nd place, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and so definitely, automatically she becomes the Miss Culture 2020. A beautiful face there as well. And we have the, I don't know, she's so beautiful. Your color is like, I don't know, it's different from the rest of us. You're just standing out on your own.
Thank you.
This is a black beauty, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, she is the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous winner of the 2020 contest. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello everyone, my name is Idiahi Iniboku Pascaline and I'm the winner for Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous Beauty Pageant 2020.
Right, so we have 3 beauty queens here in the building. I think I should add myself 4 beautiful queens right here in the building, even though I don't have a crown. I think I can join Miss Culture. You don't have to have a crown to be a queen. You're a queen in the way you act, in the way you behave, and in the things that you say. And of course, the way you impact your society. So we're going to be talking about a lot of that right here on the show, Ladies' Night. Like I said, my name is Ameze Obaisiagon. If you're just joining us, welcome on board. I'll start off with the Miss ITV Hot Legs 2020 winner. How has it been so far? You've been a queen for basically 2 weeks now. So tell us, how has it been for you?
Well, it's been a learning experience because I've spent most of this time strategizing, planning, preparing, having meetings on how the year is going to go and how we're going to make it a very successful one. So this past few weeks, it has been very exciting though, I must add that. It has been very exciting, but majorly it has been a learning experience.
Okay. How about you, Miss Culture?
Well, mine has been a little bit different though. Although I still feel like I'm still that same normal person, but now you know you actually, maybe when you put your mind into something, you can actually come out to something good. So it has been nice, it has been fun, and exciting too.
Okay, exciting, I like that word. How about you, Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous?
Well, this past weeks have been very, I don't even know, very thrilling and fun-filled. I've had lots of opportunities to meet some people, and we've also been working together to try and
plan our pet projects, fusing our
Okay.
pet projects together in order to impact our society. And it has just been, I don't know, an exciting experience and something different that I've obviously never experienced before, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Okay. I like the fact that you said you guys are planning to fuse your pet projects together.
Yes.
Usually, Miss ITV Hot Legs is a competition on its own, and Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous is on its own. It's usually not together. Like this year was just different. I think basically because of the whole coronavirus pandemic, we just had to fuse everything together. But it was mind blowing, and basically we termed it the ITV Triple Header Edition, where we had the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous contest, the Miss ITV Hot Legs contest, the fashion on the runway, and it was 3 events merged together, and here we have the beautiful winners sitting in the studio. So like I said, I love the fact that you guys are having to fuse your pet projects together. I think when they say when 3 people or 3 or more people work together on something, it becomes better. No man is an island on his own. So definitely it makes it stronger, it makes it more efficient, and different ideas come together and they blend and make it beautiful. So let's throw back a little. Let's talk about the auditions. Before we talk about the auditions, what made you decide that you want to be a part of this contest?
Well, I had a project I was doing outside Benin, in Lagos State to be precise, and the project gave me an opportunity to reach out to students in secondary schools. So during the pandemic, I had to move back home to Benin because there was lockdown in Lagos. So when I got here, I started thinking of ways that I could continue this project and reach out to people and, you know, just in one way or the other, impact in the society around me. And as I was thinking about this and looking out for opportunities, I came across Miss ITV Hot Legs, and then I got to find out from people around me that this is one of the biggest and most prestigious pageants in Benin. And my understanding of pageantry is that it gives you a platform and a voice that can enable you impact in the society. So that was one of the major reasons why I decided to participate in Miss ITV Hot Legs.
Okay. So how were the auditions for you? How did you feel being picked as one of the contestants?
It was so exciting because some persons had this mentality of, you know, the pageant organizers already knowing who their winner was going to be. So I put in my very best for the auditions. I wasn't like letting any stone unturned. I was putting in my very best, and at the end of the day, when I got picked, it was very transparent. The audition process was very transparent, and when I got picked, it was very amazing and exciting.
Okay, so your dream came true. All right, how about you, Mr. Sosa? Of course, Miss Culture. How was it for you, the auditions?
Well, pageantry has always been something I love because most times I just see myself watching Miss Universe and the likes of it, because it's something you actually have a voice to actually talk about. On a normal day, you just don't go up and start talking. But it is something people come to watch you. They come to see you perform your talents and actually have something to say. Although at first I was indecisive about it, but with time I got to like, let me just go and try it. You know, I can tell you put your mind into it and you can have a good outcome. So when I was finally picked, it was nice and exciting though. So that's been good for me.
Okay. Miss Iniboku, how about you?
Well, the audition process was a little bit, I don't know, very calm for me. I didn't actually audition with them. I got to know about it through a friend, so I just had to come to the show, speak with the managers and the other people involved, and they accepted me, and I was really grateful for the opportunity.
Like you came that day or
No,
before
before.
the grand finale?
Yes,
Okay.
I spoke with
So
them.
yours is more like a, I don't know what word, luck.
Yes, I was very lucky, because if I had even waited it's like a day more, I might have not even been given the
Missed out.
opportunity.
Okay.
Yes, I was very lucky.
That's nice, that's nice. So I think you of all people should hold it in such
Yeah.
high esteem, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now let's talk about, we've talked about the camp. or rather the auditions, and let's go to the camp. 1 week of staying out of your homes, 1 week of staying with other people you do not know, and yes, everybody has their own different characters, different bad characters, different good characters. So how was it? How were you guys able to cope, mixing with other people? And I'm sure they drilled you a lot. So tell me how it was. I'll start with Miss Culture.
Okay. At first, the first day I went there, I got there on the very first day. I actually met two girls in the room. First, I just like, you're in a new place now, what are you supposed to do? It was just different. But I got to bond with the first girl, and with time we just started got talking, and I'm like, this is not so bad, because I'm this kind of person, I don't travel that much. I'm very introverted in that way. So it was very nice for me, like, it's something I'll actually come to, like, I'm holding there. Then the camp activities was also drilling. The sleep, God, I'm one person that also loves sleep, so there was not really enough time for that, but it was for good reasons. At least for the dance rehearsals, your exercise, that's something I don't normally do too. So this was actually very nice for me though. I actually like the fact that I came, that I experienced new things, and I feel I'm also in a different person in a good perspective.
Okay, so it touched you.
Yes.
It changed you
Yes.
as well. All right, Miss Bold and Fabulous, how about you?
Well, the camp experience was also very thrilling. The girls, the other contestants were extremely nice. I was even scared at first, like, wow, this girl's so nice. I thought we were here to compete against each other. But they were really nice, and they were really welcoming, and they didn't show any form of disdain or aggression towards each other. It was really nice. Even our manager said that he was happy with the fact that most people were generating friendships, and he hopes that the friendships last, because most of us actually did that. And aside from that, they drilled us. When I say they drilled us,
When you
they
say
really
drilled you,
drilled
tell me
us.
about it. What exactly did they do to you?
Okay, I know that there was a particular day, the day I came, because I came late. That day, they told us that we were supposed to go for an outing. So I didn't rest after my journey. So I quickly changed, and I was getting ready to go out. But lo and behold, we couldn't make it for that particular outing. So I didn't get to sleep on time. So I slept late. I still had to make some calls and return. At least some of my parents have arrived safely. And the next morning, 5 a.m., we're up again. I'm like, are these people serious? Okay, no problem. We went, I did the prayers, the exercise, and went straight for dance rehearsals. Then we went out for another outing. Then we came back, and they're telling us that we should go downstairs again for another dance rehearsal again. Okay, no problem, that's fine. We went, did the dance rehearsal. Then the instructor is telling us that we should go and sleep, and we wake up around 3 o'clock at night for another dance rehearsal. Yes. And I was already there, so there's really nothing I could do. I just had to just go with the flow and give it my best and hope that I was able to make something good out of it.
Okay, so the way you were talking is like reliving the whole experiences.
Yes.
So tell me, was there any point in time where you felt like, let's say I'll carry my load for my ass, I don't want to be here?
Yes, numerous times. I just told myself that there's really no need. Like this saying that we have, is someone that is looking for something that his hands will be longer. So I just had to just be patient and endure, and just had to do my best, because obviously your behavior in camp also counts. So I had to just do my best, not cause any trouble between myself and anybody, and I was just very okay, at least.
I saw Miss smiling through it all. As everybody was talking, or as the other girls were talking, she was just smiling. So tell me, how was your own experience in camp?
Well, it's just as they were talking, I was just remembering everything that happened. That's why I was smiling, because just like they said, the experience was so much fun. Myself and my roommates were really bonded. Like, it got to a point where we didn't even remember that we were in the same competition, and you see us studying together, practicing together. You know, we've even planned hangouts after the show. So it was really fun meeting those kind of lovely, wonderful ladies at the camp. But then the drills, I remember there was a particular day we had our pet project defense.
Wow.
And as we were doing the defense, it got to a point where Mr. Sonny Duke and the other organizers had to tell us, okay, you know what, you guys stop and go and eat and rest.
Because you were only
we were, we were
right?
also involved in the project and in the practice and everything. We had actually forgotten to eat. It was like almost 1 a.m. and we had not even had dinner. So they had to like say, okay, you guys just go and eat and rest. So the drills were, wow, they were really drilling, if I would use that word.
Okay.
But at the end, it was so much fun because it's like having not slept so much during that 1 week of camp, getting back home, having won, and then going to bed. It felt like the best sleep I've ever had. It was all worth it. It was all worth it.
Now, the pre-event party which held at Penthouse Africa was like a bonding time for you guys. It was a break from the whole drills and all that. How did you see it? How did you enjoy yourself?
Okay, well, it's like you said, it was a break for most people. I could see literally how most of the girls were just like letting loose and letting go. In that moment, nobody was competing against anyone. In fact, there were no boundaries between the contestants and the organizers, although I was kind of like distracted because that wasn't really my scene, but I could see how...
What wasn't your scene?
Well, it was late.
Okay.
We already had other activities, so I was very distracted during that period. I was very distracted, but I could see how every other person was having fun, and watching them have fun like that was encouraging for me. I was also smiling, just that I was smiling just now.
Okay.
So I could see them just let loose and let free and just enjoy themselves. And some persons went a little too far, but it was all part of the enjoyment.
Tell me about that. I want to hear, because I had to be on duty that day. I was actually talking to some of you on radio, so I wasn't able to attend that event, and it pained me, I won't lie. So tell me a little, what did they do wrong or do right?
Well, not really wrong. I wouldn't really say wrong because it's actually a mistake. Okay. You know, there was a particular contestant that, you know, in the whole fun and excitement and having fun, she kind of mixed her drink. She picked the wrong drink instead of the one that she was drinking before, and then it kind of like affected her a little bit. Okay. Aside that, there was nothing else. Okay.
I think she was letting loose too much. Okay. Okay, how about you, Miss Asosa? The pre-event party, how was it for you?
Actually saw it as a means to relieve tension, because in the sense that the competition was on Sunday and that was a Friday. So that was a means to release tension, whatever fears we got, or like the day is already here or something like that. It's very close. So it was a means to release that tension. And I wouldn't really say I got involved, but I was the cameraman there. I actually took pictures. I videoed the girls were dancing. Then later I actually shared their pictures to them. And that means I was also checking my bodies. Like,
so you're the one capturing the memorable moments.
Yes, the memorable moments. So that was also fun if you look at it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. How about you? After all the drills, you get to party.
Well,
how was it?
Well, both of them said they were not part of the fun. Well, I, for one, I can boldly tell you guys that I was at the front of the fun.
Okay.
So it was really amazing. It was like a very wonderful letting loose experience. Most of us, I was even surprised to see some girls that were like, you know, very
quite
shy and conservative. They were coming out of their shell and showing themselves, and I was, it even made me gingered. Like it put me in the spirit, in the vibe, and I was able to dance, and we just all had fun. We even tried to make our manager, Mr. Sonny Okosun, and the other directors in charge of the...
To dance?
Yes, we made them dance. We brought them. Sorry?
Did he dance?
Yes, they all danced. They all danced.
Why wasn't I there?
They all danced.
That's nice, that's nice. Okay, how about the venue for that event? How was it for you? Have you ever been there? Any of you?
Yes.
No. That was my first
You've been there?
Yes.
Okay, so you were used to the place?
Yes, yes, I kind of used. I even saw some people I knew before there.
Okay.
So like I'm kind of used to the place a little bit, but not so much. But I've been there before, and the place is actually very comfortable, and it's a nice place to actually go and chill if you're looking for a chill time.
For a chill time, okay. How about you, Mr. Sosa? How was the place, Penthouse Africa?
Well, I've not been there before, so normally to feel strange. I guess that was the reason I actually did the video and the caption.
You were not able to
memories.
let
Yes.
loose because you were not familiar.
Yes, I was not
Okay.
familiar with the place. It was just strange. I like, hey, let me just do something. So just sitting idle. So that was amazing. I did that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Isaac, how about you?
Well, I had not been there before,
Okay.
but the place looked very comfortable for people who were regulars. It seemed like the kind of place where they would want to go regularly because from what I could see that there were lots of returning guests. So the place looked comfortable for them, but it was my first time being there, and I think that was one of the reasons I wasn't free enough. Yeah.
It seems you and Esosa are on the same page right now. Okay, so I'm sure probably if you weren't there, if you've not been there before, you may not have felt as free, or would you have?
I'm not sure because naturally I'm not a kind of person, I'm not a shy person at all. I'm the kind of person that's always out there and in people's faces most of the times.
Okay.
So I don't think it would have changed anything. I'm sure I'd have still been able to let loose.
Okay, all right. So you're giving Penthouse Africa a kudos, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys are giving them a partial kudos because you're not really. Okay, so yes, definitely Penthouse Africa is a place where you can go and hang out, have fun. It's located opposite the University of Benin, right here in Benin City. Have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah, they have a lot of things to do. You had drinks, right?
Yes.
Okay, what else did you eat or take there? Was there
Just
anything?
drinks.
Just
drinks.
drinks.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Was it your choice or that's what you were served?
That's what we served.
Okay, okay. All right, away from the pre-event party, let's talk about the actual event. Some people sat up, like, okay, it's time to talk. So tell me, I'll start with you, Isaac. The event itself, that morning when you woke up, how was your heartbeat?
Okay, so I told you that before the event, myself and my roommates, we had bonded. We were just like chilling, it was like vacay for us.
Okay.
But that morning, it was like we woke up to the reality of this is actually a competition. Today is the day that we're actually going to go on stage, and there's going to be just one winner. So it didn't cause any bad blood, but there was this.
On your own,
Everybody just like face your thing right now and just make sure that you're putting all your things together. There's one thing that I tried as much as possible to do is do not forget anything, because I've actually had a pageant experience before, and there was this forgetting one thing or the other that led to being disorganized on stage. So I was very, very conscious about that morning. So despite the fact that I was still relating with my roommates and we're still bonding and saying our goodbyes gradually because we knew that we're getting to the end, I was very conscious about the fact that I mustn't forget anything, both what I have learned up here and all my attires and outfits, so that it was like I woke up into the competition that morning. And for my heartbeat, well, I don't know,
it was normal, or it was faster?
It can't be normal. It couldn't have been normal.
Okay.
It was faster at some point and then a little bit slower at some point, because it was like there's this adrenaline rush and then there's this you have to be calm so your voice doesn't start shaking on stage. So it was mixed feelings. There were mixed feelings on that day.
Okay. It's ITV Bold and Fabulous. How was it for you? Was it like, okay, finally the day has come, I can stop the drills? Was that how you felt?
Okay, actually, kind of. I felt that way a little bit because the drills were, it's something that I'm not used to at all. I'm kind of person that I like to take my time with things. I actually like take baby steps when I'm trying to do something, I'm trying to achieve something. I don't like to just rush things, I like to take my time. So the drills and the rush wasn't easy for me at all. So that day, I was really glad, okay, at least after today it will be over. I want to sleep. That was my greatest joy when I woke up that day. But then I realized that, okay, fine, everything we've been doing so far has just been like learning experiences. Today is going to determine if what I have learned is going to make me worthy of the crown or not. So I was a little bit scared, plus because of the drills, I was not able to like memorize some things. So I was just trying to rush memorize some things, some questions, just trying my pet project. But it was thrilling. It was very exciting, and I was also scared at the same time. But it was still cool. I was happy. I enjoyed the event.
Mrs. Sosa, how was it for you?
That day, I woke up normal. Actually, I didn't really have
So you've been
this.
waking up abnormally?
No,
The
what I
past
meant
one.
was that
Okay.
tension went there that
Okay,
moment.
it wasn't there.
So I just rehearsed some of my questions and went through it. But I also had my share of disappointment because the character I was supposed to put on that day, the man actually disappointed me. He got to a point I was almost crying. Like when they told us to quickly go and rehearse and maybe master the stage, I was just down already. Like, what was all this one now? They did it and I started looking for what to do. But she was actually the one that was just giving me something. Don't worry to come. You will see what you're looking for. Then I started having my tension when the show was almost beginning. We were supposed to go out towards the dance, want to perform our own dance. So I was really scared then. Like my mind was not rising. It's like everything I was supposed to feel that it just came at once. I was just scared. It just kept on rising. But I was trying myself to be calm, just calm and try your best. So when we were dancing, when we did the dance, so I think that actually helped because after the dance, I felt relieved. I was able to like become my normal self again, and it was okay.
All right. Now let's go to the moment where they mentioned the winner of the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous 2020 is Miss. How did you feel?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't even believe that was my name they called. I was super excited. Even when they gave me the mic to like give a speech or something, I had to like take a deep breath first because I could not. The amount of joy that was inside me at that moment was just too much. I was extremely excited and I was very, very elated, and I was grateful for being the chosen one to win the crown. I was very grateful. I was very excited.
Okay. I've seen some girls actually fall down and like the shock was just too much for them. Did that happen to you?
Okay, I didn't fall, but
Okay, you almost fell.
oh my goodness. You know, the thing that happened was the question before the final question, I almost missed it.
Okay.
So I was on stage and I was stuttering, and in my head I was trying to calculate and arrange, and I could see how I could have very easily just lost it because at the end of the day it came down to what you had up here. It came down to how you answered the questions. And as I held that mic and I was stuttering on that question, a lot of things were going through my head. I was trying to remember the correct answer, and I was seeing how I could just easily lose the title. So when I finally came through to the right answer and I said it just at the nick of time, and then at the end of the day I ended up being winner, it was like I almost fell. I didn't fall maybe because my dress was too tight and I didn't want it to rip, but the feeling was, there was a rush of gratitude because I could see it was not smooth sailing up until the end. Maybe then I would have felt like, oh yeah, I just did it myself. But that moment where I could see how I could have very easily just lost it, and then at the end of the day being called winner, it really made me appreciate that voice that called my name a lot more.
Okay.
It was really gratifying.
All right. Mr. Sosa, you came in second. And for me, that's a wonderful position. Yeah. It's not the winner, but it's also a position that is useful. Okay, you get to be Miss Culture 2020. Did you at any point wish it was you they called that day as the winner?
Okay. When we were like the top 3 remaining, just 3 of us remaining, my mind at first was to appear in the top 3. Like whatever position I was there, be the winner, first runner-up or second runner-up, I was okay. So far, it's one of the top 2.
Okay.
But then something changed. They announced, I think that moment, that there will be no third position. And I was like, you have to step up now. So the realization was no longer there. But when we asked the question, I actually took my time and answered it. I guess it's because my mind was beating fast. So, but I think I was very excited. I was, because when I got to our camp later that night, I think I was smiling through my sleep because I was relaxed in the position. I'm like, if it is the first, good. If it's also the second, good. Because I was just okay with it. I was also excited, really.
Okay. You just wanted to be a winner and have a voice.
Yes, and have a voice. That was just my own mindset.
All right, so let's take a short break. I've really enjoyed listening to the three of you talking. It helped me because I felt really bad that I couldn't attend any of the events because of work. So it's wonderful hearing your experiences. It's wonderful hearing how you emerged winners, of course. So we'll go on a short break, and when we get back, there's something special that Miss Iniboku wants to do for us right here. I know being in the competition must have spurred that, because I know you get to do something on that day. I won't talk much so that I don't reveal it. So we're going on a short break, and when we get back, we'll talk a little bit more with the ladies, and of course get to see what the special thing that Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous 2020 will do for us. My name is Ameze Obaise, and this is still Ladies Night. Do not go anywhere. Alright, welcome back. This is still Ladies Night right here on independent television with yours truly, Ameze Obaise. But of course, you can call me the Empress of the Airwaves. It's not changed, and it's not going to change anytime soon. I still have three beautiful ladies right here talking about the winners of the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous, the Miss ITV Hot Legs, and of course Miss Culture, who came in second place in the Miss ITV Hot Legs competition. They've been talking to us about their experience right from the auditions up until the moment when they were announced winners of that event. And now I'm going to still talk a little bit with them about some things. Yeah, talking about their pet projects. It's something that is normal when it comes to competitions like this. You get to have a queen telling us what she will do and how she's going to use her position to impact the society. So I'm going to start off with Miss ITV Hot Legs, talking about Miss Isaiah Rogide. Tell us a little bit about your pet project.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, I started a project before coming into this platform, and I intend to use this platform to continue that project, and it's focused on mental health and creating mental health awareness. I believe that given the trying times that we're in, the whole COVID, the lockdown, the state of the economy, I believe it's a very good time for us to talk about mental health issues and encourage people to take good care of their mental health, because mental health is something that affects both young, old, rich and poor. So I'm going to try as much as possible to advocate for better mental health care in our society. I intend to have seminars, visit secondary schools, use my social media platforms to reach out to as many people as possible, maybe even reach out to the government to improve our mental health care facilities in the state. And basically, I'm just going to do as much as possible to improve mental health in our society.
Okay, that's a beautiful one. I'm going to ask, it seems like a big task. So how do you intend to achieve this?
Okay, yeah, like you said, it is a big task because mental health is something that affects Nigerians, that affects the whole world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and break it down into little goals. Start with a symposium, bring people together in different communities, go to different communities, go to different secondary schools, just try as much as possible to break it down into smaller goals. And then I'm going to focus more on the children as my target audience for this year, because like I said, mental health affects a lot of persons, and it may not be possible to reach out to everyone in this short reign. So I'm going to have a target audience of children in secondary schools, as much as I'm going to be reaching out to other people as well.
Okay, because when you were talking and you said go to the communities and talk to them, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just have finished talking and ask her, what if you go to a community where they don't speak English? How would you communicate? Tell me something in Pidgin.
Okay, maybe I should just convert to Pidgin for this particular conversation. Right. Okay, so obviously I know fit speak Pidgin English, but If you get area,
in Pageant. Okay.
if you get area where we reach, where you be say the people not fit speak English or not fit understand English, I get members of my team where go assist me to translate waiting me they talk for the language where the people go understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think she's good to go. All right, that's beautiful. Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous, what do you have in mind? How do you intend to impact your society?
Okay, my pet project is actually one that's very dear to my heart. It's about stopping using the stigmatization, like creating awareness against body shaming in our society.
Okay.
Like plus size ladies are looked down on most of the time, especially in our country, Nigeria. We're not even allowed to come out now or be proud of our own skin. We're
Okay.
made to feel that we're made to feel that we need to hate our bodies and not like the way we appear or look. And it causes a whole lot of mental issues for most young ladies that I know. And I myself am not even exempted. I've also been through a whole lot of stigmatizations and body shaming and all, and it has obviously not been an easy journey. And I hope to one day move away from it totally. But I also want to help other young girls who look like me, who are on the big side, to be able to come out of their shells and be who they are supposed to be, and not let whatever anyone has to say about them bring them down. Because this, I don't know, we only have one life, and if you keep listening to what people have to say about you, you're never going to get anything done. So I want more plus size ladies to come out for pageants like this. I also want it to be awesome. I also want it to be more pageants where plus size ladies can come out and showcase themselves and feel proud and beautiful in their skin. And I also I'm going to try to do this by educating as many young ladies as I can. I would like to go to schools, and I also like to organize seminars. I like to educate all these plus size ladies on to see the beauty in their skin and not feel down or sad or hate themselves just because of what other people have to say.
Nice, nice, really nice. Can I suggest something? You're focusing more on the plus size ladies. You're trying to get them to come out of their shell. Now, there's a reason why they are in a shell in the first place. It's because some people tend to regard them as, these ones are not fine because they are big. Don't you think you should also talk with those people who are the ones responsible for the whole hiding in your shell?
Yes, that's creating awareness. Yes, I forgot to mention that, sorry.
Okay.
I also want to educate the entire public on how to treat plus size ladies, not even just plus size ladies, because body shaming, if you don't talk about it, also affects the skinny people as well, even the guys as well, whatever gender you may be. So like, I want the entire public to have a clearer understanding and an open mind towards plus size people or even skinny people, and to encourage body positivity. I think my goal is to encourage body positivity, just make people to love themselves in their own skin,
The way
and
they are.
make other people who look different from them to hate their own skin or talk bad about them.
Perfect. Okay, Miss Culture, I think basically yours is just going to be about culture. Or is there any more?
Yes, culture is involved,
Okay.
but mine is more of like an enlightenment, because my pet project was actually promoting culture and modeling. But like Nigerians especially, I will use Nigerians, we tend to see modeling as a way of prostitution, a waste of time. But I also want to use this modeling to promote culture, in the sense that, take for example this pageant we did, there were like display of different cultures all over the country. So with that, you can actually, somebody now, the one I did, I wasn't a Yoruba person, but I actually displayed the Yoruba person and learned their dance, their languages. So that we're actually promoting it in different, if you check Nigeria, we have various ethnic groups. So it's something you can promote through this modeling. Modeling is not prostitution, it's not a waste of time. It's a time for you to showcase your own talent. It's a time to showcase your culture. So that's something I really want to do. I really want to enlighten the mind of Nigerians especially. Right.
Okay, that's nice. How exactly do you intend to do that? You just mentioned that modeling is not prostitution, which means there's a mindset out there that
Yes.
if you're a model, you're a prostitute. So do you intend to change that mindset?
I intend to.
Okay.
First, I think talk shows like this will actually help. You bring in people, you bring in models that have made it so good, they have really done some good impact in the world. So when people see this and say, yes, so this is not just something you go to waste your time, there's actually good coming out from it. So I also feel like another way to do this, you organize something like a skill acquisition for the females especially, because mostly if you are looking at models, it's mostly the females that does it, although the other gender involved, there's some similarities to make the male. But I would like to bring in the skill acquisition to that would be a miss in bringing them, in making them aware that, because even young females, they don't want to do it. Some persons want to showcase their talent, but they are scared of what people will say, what their parents will say about it. Like, what are you going there for? So you have turned away, what that be? You want to be a model. So those kind of stuff. When you start going there to acquire a skill, through that awareness is being made. So they are like merged together to actually pass this awareness. So that's basically what I want to do.
And you mentioned something about parents saying you want to become wayward. Did any of your parents stop you or try to stop you from contesting?
No, my parents actually, they were very supportive.
Okay.
But the first one I did a modeling, like a pageant in my church, but that was just something like a church. Okay. That was the first I wanted to. That was the time I had challenge. So though it was a church scenario, my dad was actually like, "What are you going to do there?" He saw it like as a waste of time, not really in the possession of prostitution. But I've seen so many people talk about it. I was even telling some of my friends, the way they were just seeing it as if I was going there to do something, like, so I'm not trying to belong or something like that. Like, no, I'm going there to showcase my talent. This is something I've loved to do. It's something I love watching, and I want to involve myself in it too. So I just want to change that mindset, because people have it a lot. If you just go outside and ask, how do you see modeling? That's the first thing that they will tell you is the truth. That's what they will tell you. So I tend to change that mindset. Yes, you can't possibly achieve this, but at least up to, like, if you can achieve maybe 100% have this mindset, you can change 50 or 60%. That's a good, we're good to go with that.
Okay. How about you? Did anyone say, no, what are you going to do there?
Okay, my parents were actually not in support at first. My dad tried to tell me that, called me to tell me that I wasn't going to win this, I should do it myself. I wasn't going to be ready emotionally to handle it if I lose. So he was more concerned about my emotional state of mind than actually going there to compete with other girls and see if I could win. But I just, used to get use little tongue. And I just used Raquel, like I said, and I went to the camp. I just gathered some funds that I just had, because my parents were not really willing to support. Just my mom, I gave me some little cash. I just tried my best to patch this up here and there, and I made it to the camp. So while I was in camp, and my mom and my dad, I was actually very serious, because I was trying to, because they told us to go out and look for votes, so I was trying to get people to vote for me. Mom saw the tenacity of the entire event, and they decided to go through for me. It was really amazing.
Did they turn up for the grand finale?
No, we were not able to turn up.
So how did they respond when you said, "Daddy, I've won. Mommy, I'm the winner"?
My dad was extremely excited. He did not believe that I was going to be able to do it. Even while he was in, my mom was the first person to actually jump on board with me. Okay. While my mom was trying to convince him, they were just doing it so I couldn't even say from just saying that they were just doing it because let them be like if he did not
support you.
Me.
Yeah.
But like when I finally won, I'm very sure I should.
that time you will now be, that's my daughter.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, how about you, Miss Isaac?
My mom and my siblings, they were like very supportive from the beginning. As a matter of fact, my mom was one of the reasons why I came for this, because she kept on telling me, go for ITV Hot Legs, go for her. She has been saying it for years, and so coming here, she was really supportive. But my dad,
Dad's always difficult to convince.
The night before coming to camp, we resumed camp on Sunday, and on Saturday night, my dad was telling me that he was sending me for a job interview in Abuja on Monday.
Wow.
Yes, it was that day. And I was looking at him like, I'm supposed to resume camp tomorrow. And you know, he had this, you're just going there to waste your time, please. I can't have a daughter wasting her time, you know, those kind of things. He had that expression on his face, but he still voted for me though. Just, if you decide to waste your time, well, go ahead. You know, but, and then on the grand finale, he couldn't make it. My mom and my siblings, they came as well. They were supportive from the beginning to the end. And then when I finally won, he came to tell me that he called Mr. Sonny Duke himself to tell him, well done. Because he was like, you know, he had this mentality that, you know, pageants are always rigged, you know, they would know who they are winning. You know, you have to do one thing or the other to win. And he knows that I would never do that. So seeing that I won was, I'm pretty sure after now, I wouldn't have any issues going further, because this pageant actually proved a lot to him, and he's been the one that's called my title the most in the house these days, and it feels very encouraging to have a support like that. And I'm glad that this pageant turned out the way it did, because it's one of the platforms that changes the mentality of people when it comes to what pageantry is being seen as in the society. So
nice. So no matter the obstacles you may face, because it's obvious that the three of them have had their own fair share of obstacles. So no matter what obstacle you may face, whatever you think or believe in, just go for it and do it. And trust me, even if you don't win, obviously, Ms. Esosa did not come in first place, but she had something. And even if she didn't win, I feel the fact that you went there, you gained some experience, you mingled with other ladies, you got trainings and stuff like that, it also helps you. And if you contest today, you don't win, you contest next time, you probably might win. So it gives you, I think you said one of you said something about being in a contest before.
Yes, I've actually been in a contest before.
But you didn't win.
No.
Yes, but you had an experience. It helped you to improve. Yes, I remember it was you. You said something about trying to remember what you learned so you don't stutter on stage. Okay, so it helped you because you've experienced it before, and now you know that this is how it should be. So I don't want to experience that kind of failure again, and you're pushing forward. Okay, so it's not just about wasting your time, like some people's parents may say. It's about gaining experience. It's about trying your best to impact your world, which is what they're planning on doing. I know when I talked with you ladies earlier on, you said something about merging your pet projects. How are you going to do that?
Okay, so we realized that our projects are things that can go in sync.
Okay.
As like when you talk about mental health, you know, there are different things that can lead people into mental illnesses, and one of the reasons is body shaming. So we plan to have our symposiums together. We're actually planning to have a cultural event because we understand that emphasizing on our culture is something that we really need to do in this era. We understand that a lot of youths are disconnecting from our cultural heritage. So we intend to fuse our projects together by having a cultural event that is centered on promoting mental health awareness and limiting the stigma that is attached to body shaming and all of that. So we intend to fuse our projects together, and then when we go visiting, because she has plans to visit secondary school, I have plans to do the same. So when we go visiting schools, we intend to go together and then reach out to these people as a team.
Okay. The three of you, or just the two of you?
The three of us.
The three of you, because I know you mentioned something about culture, and I was like, okay, then you're saying two of you.
No,
where does culture come in?
Okay,
the three of you. You see why I called you guys the perfect trio. I feel like with three of you, the impact is going to be really much. Okay, now like I said before I went on the break, Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous 2020, she's already clearing her throat. She's going to be doing something beautiful for us. I know during the grand finale, you all did something. You had a talent. What was yours?
Spoken word.
Wow, nice. How about you?
Singing.
All the people that are blessed with good voices. God forgot me. But I'm not holding it against him. All right, Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous 2020 is going to be doing a short piece for us. And she came prepared with her whole voice and everything to floor us. All right, do you want to start off now?
Okay, sure.
All right.
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a chance of life to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People looking for who to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. And I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I believe in what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me.
Wow.
Why did you have to stop?
Seriously.
No, I
Just go on.
Wow. I was expecting the other singer to sing along, but I was waiting for that part.
No, I was busy enjoying the song.
That was really, I've struggled from the beginning of the show till now. There's something that I discovered just before we started the show. I discovered that we attended the same secondary school. She was actually, there's something we call a buddy, kind of like a school mother. She was the school daughter of my best friend back then, and I've struggled not to say it out loud. But you know when someone does something really good and everybody wants to identify with the person? So she was my former schoolmate. You have to identify. Wow, you have a lovely voice. And I think I can remember that was something,
then,
yes, you used to sing back then. I remember in the bathroom, you sang a lot. I remember so clearly. As you sang just now, your voice has matured, and I think you've developed it more than it was then. Then it was still a baby's voice. Now it's beautiful. Seriously, you wowed me. I just sat back, relaxed, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not yet going to end. And like I said, I thought the other singer was going to sing, but it was beautiful. Seriously speaking, I wish the three of you had come prepared, or rather the two of you. You didn't come prepared with anything. What did you do that day? Spoken words, right? Can you do it for us? Let's get a feel. Do you remember it?
The same, okay, let me just do a short part of it. You see, praise is celebrating God's personality, basking in his integrity, choosing to trust in his willingness and ability, not just to do, but to do exceeding abundantly above all you ask or think. It is the absence of praise that leads to depression, which is a concession of your subconscious to the devil's confession concerning your life and situation. You cannot praise and be depressed. You cannot praise and still be gloomy or still think that your problems are too many, because praise is the key that opens prison doors, the hammer that knocked down Jericho's walls.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's nice. Really nice. Okay, I feel like in one of your symposiums or your seminars or any event, try to work together. You could do like the chorus, let me put it like that. She does the spoken word, and then there's your voice coming out. It will be beautiful, seriously speaking, really beautiful.
A nice idea.
Okay? Let's hear your voice. I want to hear it now. Say that. Please don't be shy right now. Don't be shy.
Okay, it seems that I have to do it, but let me just, it's actually a song of Johnny Tree though.
Okay.
I have
You're a
always
fan?
loved Johnny Tree, like I'm more than a fan actually.
Oh wow.
But okay, it's wait for me, so let me just sing it when I can. I don't know when I'm coming back. I'll be gone for a little while, but I will keep myself for me and you. I'll be back for you. I don't know how the future brings, but I want you to be with me. I go to hope and pray to make you wait for me, 'cause I'll come back for you. Darling, you hold my love. You are my prize, and I run to that finish line. My love, I no go leave you run. I no go bounce your car. You'll be always on my mind.
Wow. Beautiful. You just got me blown away because I'm a huge fan of Johnny Drill. In fact, I was his close friend before he blew. Wow. Now I don't have access to him anymore, and it doesn't hurt like that, but well, to an extent. I practically used to chat with him back then, where I think it was Vibes FM in Benin City that actually brought Johnny Drill to the limelight, and I was a regular caller on Vibes FM back then because I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a radio presenter as well, so I tried to listen to other people and learn from them so I could be better at what I do. So that's where I got to know him. He has a beautiful voice as well.
Yes,
really. In fact, his voice is not for Nigeria. I think I should say the same thing about you. Oh you guys. No, you need to do something together. When you do it, please let me be aware of it.
Okay,
It will be mind-blowing, seriously speaking. All right, beautiful people, I've had the three queens right here talking about Miss Isaiah Rogide, the Miss ITV Hot Legs 2020. I've also had Mrs. Sosa Ayobaha. Okay, she's Miss Culture 2020. She came in second place, and automatically that makes her Miss Culture in the Miss ITV Hot Legs beauty pageant. And I also have the beautiful black beauty talking about Miss Iniboko Idiahi. I think the name I remember her as is Pascaline, right? Yes. Okay, she is the Miss ITV Bold and Fabulous 2020 winner. I've had the three of them, and it's been super fun. I practically do not miss my girls who are usually on the show. Like, I used to feel like if I don't have them, my show is not complete. But this was mind-blowing. I wish I could get you more on the show. Like, come again, please. It would be really fantastic. I've had fun talking with you girls. I've had a learning time as well, because I've got to learn a lot from you ladies. And I hope that the world out there will be ready for what they will bring on. Please do not fail us. ITV and radio is counting on the three of you to do a perfect job within the 1 year you're going to be holding this crown, or wearing the crown as the case may be. All right, it's been lovely, 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 seriously having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
I don't want to let go, but my time is so out, so I have to say goodbye. My name is Ameze Obai Siagon. Thanks a lot for being a part of the program. I hope you had fun on the show. Please join us again next time, same station, same time on the program, Ladies Night. Good night.